Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well. So, we're doing another requested reading today, and the comment is: can you give any insight to what will happen in Chicago if Trump sends the National Guard here? Pritzker has said he won't stand for it. Will he be successful in blocking him? Alright, so let's see. Because Trump has been threatening to deploy the National Guard to Chicago and I think also to Baltimore, and then he retreated, but now he's kind of like, it feels like he's in standby. So let's see, what can we expect? What will Trump do? Will Trump send the National Guard to Chicago? What is to be expected? Let's see. This is Trump, and these are the external energies, like Chicago, Pritzker, something like this. Okay, so let's see. Trump. Two of Pentacles, balance. Two of Cups, we have two twos. The Death card. And on top, the Seven of Wands. I feel like he's preparing for this. And he wants, let's see with the Two of Cups, agreement. It feels like he needs to consolidate something. To know that there are people who will back Trump, who will enforce this. Maybe it has to do with this urgent gathering now, with all the generals and admirals being called by Pete Hegseth to discuss national security. I'm getting this like agreements, pacts, and then here, with the Seven of Wands, preparing for battle, but like wanting to make sure with these agreements, with consolidating all this, that he has the advantage, that he's in the position of power, that he can do something. And then with the Death card, we can see that's like there's no go back. This, once a step is being taken, you cannot undo it. You have to march forward. And it's also about radical change. Yeah, now let's see the other cards. Why bad? This is Ten of Swords. Bad ending. The Judgment, not good. The Ace of Wands, and on top here the Six of Pentacles, compromise. He will likely do something. He's preparing for this. He's not letting this go. I think he will deploy troops to Chicago and maybe other cities. But first he needs to consolidate something here to make sure that he's in agreement with certain people. I think it has to do with the military. And then Ten of Swords. It's like it has a terrible impact. And then with the Judgment, we can see Pritzker and the officials that they're fighting back. Because with this Ace of Wands, it's like fighter energy in a way. It's taking action, doing something. This could be through the courts, the Supreme Court, and then finding here on top of the Six of Pentacles, compromise, reaching an agreement. So yeah, expect something like this. Expect Trump to deploy, to stir things. And there will be a pushback from Pritzker. I'm not sure who's the victor in this, because Trump here does have the upper ground. See, for the outcome. The Seven of Wands. He is in advantage. But a compromise maybe will have to be reached. In any way, see, the future, we cannot be 100% certain of anything, because, you know, it shifts, it changes, it's not fixed. But this is what I'm tapping into. So yeah, I think he will deploy the National Guard there. He's preparing for this. He just wants to make sure that he has certain people behind him. Yes, I think he wants to scare, intimidate people. He's basically deploying the army on its own people, on Americans. Instead of protecting Americans from the enemies, he's deploying these troops, turning it inward, attacking the Americans. So this is what he's doing. I'm not sure if Pritzker will be able to block him. We'll do it again, because Trump has this card, and then Pritzker has to here a compromise. But let's try again. Let's use the other cards. Let's use the Osho deck and see, will Pritzker be successful in blocking Trump? You know, judge already ruled that Trump violated the Posse Comitatus Act in California, and they're trying to stop Trump from doing this in other cities. But let's see, will Pritzker be successful in blocking Trump? What are the energies? So now we're going to have Pritzker on this side and Trump on this side. Okay, Pritzker and Trump. Alright, so let's see, Pritzker. Yeah, the Nine of Wands, exhaustion. He's trying to defend the city, slowing down. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Conflict, tension, the Five of Wands. Now let's see the card on top. It's gonna be very difficult. Now he has the Seven of Wands. Let's see Trump. So he might have law to his advantage, but all this thing that Trump is doing is creating conflict and tension. Let's see Trump. Nine of Cups. Alright, laziness. I feel like he's testing, like Trump is playing, is testing people. The Tower, he might have like a legal defeat or something like this, but it also depends on Trump's move. Let's see the card on top for Trump. Eight of Swords, trapped. They might be able to block him, to stop him. Maybe it will be decided that he violated the law doing that. They may be able to fight back, but with this, it still doesn't feel like a final resolution, because it's like, with this energies, it's like a constant state of conflict and tension and fight. So maybe it will be decided that Trump violated the law, but it feels like things are pending. It depends on what Trump will do next. Let's pull some cards. What will he do next? Two of Wands. It depends here with the crossroads possibilities. Let's pull two more cards. One for Pritzker, the Chicago, the Star, and one for Trump. Beyond Delusion, Judgment. Maybe he might take this to the Supreme Court, because the judgment is the final judgment. And with the Star, it could be things can be prolonged. So from these cards, I'm not seeing a final solution. I'm seeing prolonged conflict and tension. Maybe they'll be able to stop Trump from doing certain things. Maybe put some limitations, because he does have the Tower and the Eight of Swords. But it doesn't feel final. He will push through. I'm getting a feeling like with this playfulness, like he's playing around, he's testing. He's testing because he wants to do this maybe throughout the country. He's testing to see what's the reaction from the official, from people. Yeah, so it's terrible. It's terrible. Instead of fighting the enemies, he's fighting the American people. He's stirring up, he's dividing people, he's creating all this division. He's like a wrecking ball. Trump is Russia's weapon to destabilize United States. Like, we can see this, a lot of us. And he's gonna keep doing it. The only chance is maybe that enough people wake up and change their minds. Understand that Trump is the real threat to peace and stability and financial stability as well. But, sadly, until they're personally shaken up, it's gonna be hard for them to accept or to see. Yeah, so from these cards I'm seeing just prolonged conflict and tension, and as I said, Trump is playing around, is testing to see people's reaction. And yeah, he's doing what authoritarians do. He's going after his critics. He's trying to consolidate power and to go against people, to intimidate them, to scare them into submission. Yeah, so this is what I'm getting from the cards. I think they will be able to maybe limit him, if not completely blocking him, kind of like what they did in California. But he might take it to the Supreme Court. So it just feels like something is being prolonged. And they're in this constant state of defensiveness. Nine of Wands. The people who are trying to protect themselves and their cities from Trump. They're on a defensive and it's exhausting. Alright, so this is what I could get from this card. Now we'll see what happens, because Trump is yet to make the decision. And maybe after this gathering with all these generals and admirals, maybe there'll be some move there. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care and have a beautiful day.